folks, welcome back to the Frontier Western Heritage Channel. I'm Todd Kessner here outside of Tucson, Arizona, and welcome to part 2 of the Colt versus Uberti shoot-off. So welcome to part 2 of this series. If you watched part 1, you would have seen the results from the Cimarron Uberti 45 Colt, same gun, just a clone and 5.5 inch barrel, and very, very similar in style. And today we're going to test the Colt against those results with the same ammunition and see what the Colt does, a gun that is at least 3 times more expensive, if not 4 times more expensive than a Uberti, and see if the price difference is even worth it. So I'm going to start out in the same place I did with the Cimarron Uberti. This is the Winchester Silver Tip 225 grain self-defense ammunition. I'm also working back again with this aim cam, so let's see if we can make the aim cam work. When it works, it's awesome because you can see right down the top of the gun. It's just hard to get lined up and to not lock up my phone. I've had problems with it before, but thought, yeah, we'll give it another try. It's been a while. The app might have improved, so we're going to see if we can turn that camera on as well. Let's go take a look. So just like part 1, my point of aim is right here, and I am very impressed with that group. I mean, that's a good group. This is the factory self-defense ammo, 225 grain bullet. That right there is probably, we'll look at the data when we compare it, but I'd say that's just a little bit better than what the Uberti could do. Let's put up another target and keep going. So here's the Hornady 255 grain 45 Colt cowboy load, factory loaded. Let's give this one a try. We're going to take another look. All right, so let's open it up just a little bit. It doesn't seem to like the 255 grain bullet quite as much, but I wouldn't say that's bad. Plenty good, and again, a lot of that can be human error too. I'd like to try a lot more before I pass judgment, but just for a quick test, not looking bad. Not looking bad at all. Colt's holding up pretty well against the Uberti. All right, let's see what our 200 grain HSM cowboy load will do. All right, well, here's our 200 grain cowboy load from HSM, and again, point of aim right there. So I'm kind of consistently to the right on this thing, but just a little bit, but boy, group isn't bad at all. So again, handling these 3 different types of ammo so far very, very well, and be interesting to compare this to the Cimarron results and see what we get. So we're down to our final test, and I've got this gun loaded up with the black powder load GoX 40 grains of double F behind a 250 grain bullet, and let's see what the black powder loads do in the Colt Single Action Army. So far I haven't found a round that I hate yet. This black powder round's pretty darn good round. This is 40 grains of 2F GoX with a 250 grain black powder lubed bullet, and I've got 4 holes and 5 shots. So I think I double tapped one of these. Very nice group, very impressive group for a black powder round, which of course that's what was there when the Colt company invented this particular gun, the Single Action Army. And I tried to duplicate that round the best I could. I could have gone 3F. I went 2F with this one. It's what I had kind of laying around and ready to go today, so I picked it up. But nice group, pretty pleased with that, can't complain. And we'll put this in a table side by side and see what we get for group size, and see if it's worth having a Colt Single Action Army at the price. So I haven't been back to the house yet to download this video and really put every result in a table side by side, but just from the experience of what we've done here today, you can take a look at the video, just watching the video, and know that, you know, the Uberti and the Colt were pretty close. I'd say the Colt maybe, and again, I haven't set up the table yet, but maybe it's just a little bit better than the Cimarron Uberti, but not much. Is it worth $2,000 for a Colt where you can buy 3 or 4 of the Cimarron Ubertis? No. It isn't worth it. It's not worth the $2,000, but you want one anyway, and I did too. And there's just something about these iconic brands that, for whatever reason, it's just such an icon that we can hardly resist. Particularly you folks that are interested in Old West firearms like I am. Just having a Colt that says Colt is just one of those things you got to have, regardless of the performance. Thankfully, it performed a little bit better than the Uberti. I'd say barely, but a little bit, at least comparable. And it's not a bad performer whatsoever, and so definitely lives up to its reputation, but it's $2,000 if you're going to get one in today's market. But again, you still want one. So that's it for the range today. We're going to continue to do some videos, particularly now that I found a nice place to shoot, got some equipment that I can set up on my own, and we'll be putting things out on a little more regular basis is my plan. So hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it, and be looking forward to your comments. And once again, thank you for coming. So if you watch part 1 of the Colt versus Uberti shoot-off, you would see the data that came back on the results, I guess, more than data. So if you've watched part 1 of this Colt versus, sound like Mel Tillis. I miss I miss Meltillis actually. Cannonball Run was one. See if the Colt, I got mixed up. We'll go, we'll put up another, let's just go. All right, let's see what the, here, get a drink. Here we go again with the 40 grains of double up. Parched though. Oh God, what am I saying all this for?